UK-based Valerie A. Campbell is an enhanced relationships coach, an award-winning author of She's Got the Vibe, and teacher of The Secret Vibe to women worldwide via her weekly radio coaching show. Here's a clip.
You're looking in all the wrong places. It's been said that bars and parties aren't the best places to find the love of your life, but life is rarely as black and white as that. Maybe someone's looking too hard, eager to make a move on the first person to give them attention. They may be so excited to scope out the crowd that they forget about those who are already in their lives. They may even be shutting down opportunities for themselves because they aren't open to meeting someone at a bar, party, or another unexpected place.
Now, have you been looking for your Mr. Right, but you keep on attracting Mr. Wrong? Well, I'm here to dispel a myth. There is no such thing as Mr. Right, and there is no such thing as Mr. Wrong. The thing is, if you deem him Mr. Wrong by default, do you not then automatically become Mrs. Wrong? You see, what you attract, energetically speaking, vibrationally speaking, is always your perfect match. So if you don't like what you're attracting, then you need to look at yourself. You need to look within, and you need to change your vibes so that you can attract your perfect match.
How you doing, Sister Nina?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. So, as you can see, her Valerie's drive is to share the knowledge that she has accumulated in this field and kind of shortcut the process for single, smart, strong, and ambitious women via her unique vibe formula, so that they don't waste any more time, energy, and lipstick. So she specializes in the law of attraction, particularly sexual polarity, which dictates that the more masculine energy a woman has, the more effeminate a man that she will attract. So without further ado, greetings, Valerie. Thank you for joining us.
Hello, can you hear me?
We
Yes,
can hear
I
you.
can hear you.
I think your camera. There you are.
Greetings, Valerie. How you doing?
Okay,
Hi.
right. Sorry, I couldn't really. It's the sound is breaking up. There I am. Hello.
Hello,
Thank
hello.
you. I know it's really late there, and I really thank you for joining us so
Earlier,
late.
couldn't clearly at all. But yes, I'm Valerie Campbell, and
Let me see here. Okay.
sorry, I catch that.
Sorry, I think
Breaking up a little bit.
it's breaking up a little bit. Can you hear us?
Right, I can.
Tell us a little bit about how you got started, if you can hear that.
So
Hear me?
we can hear you. We just can't see you. But it is mighty choppy. Oh, there you go.
Can you hear us?
Can you hear us? Yeah. It's frozen. If you can hear us, try logging in and
Right, I
logging
can
back
hear you
out.
now. It's a
Okay.
very.
Tell us how you got started in your enhanced relationship coaching. What was the impetus for you to start coaching in relationships?
It's very choppy. I'm so sorry. The sound is just going in and out, and I
Say try logging in and
right.
then
Okay,
logging back.
so I worked with 120 men, and I was the only female. I worked in services.
Okay. So while we're trying to get her connection to pretty much come back, have you discussed anything with her, Sister Nina, before?
Yeah, one of the things that we talked about when I decided to have her on as a guest is
Mm,
that she was saying so much of who we are, who we attract, is based off of kind of our psychological mind state, our energy, if you will, that we put out there.
right.
And so she was saying that a lot of it has to do with she coaches women on really examining themselves and kind of looking at some of the energy, some of the behaviors that they put out that may send out, to the universe, if you will, since the universe is energy and we're all energetic people and respond and attract based off of energy. She
Mm-hmm.
was saying that most of her sessions via her podcast is to get women to really deep dive and look at their own energy that they have
Mm-hmm.
and some of the energy that they put out that they may inadvertently be putting out that attracts a particular kind of person. And, sometimes she's saying it was pattern based, like, I always seem to attract this kind of person, or I always seem to attract this kind of person. Why can't I attract this kind of person?
Mm-hmm.
And so basically, she teaches them to kind of um, do some reflection. And so then that way they can, um, change some of the behaviors that they may not even have been aware of. There's a series of tests and things that she does. And so it's pretty interesting, her technique. She coined a vibe technique. And if she's able to come back on, I'll certainly ask her to explain that particular acronym
Absolutely.
because I think is an important part of what the coaching that she does.
Yeah, but something that she said stuck out to me was very interesting. And she said, if you deem somebody as Mr. Wrong, do you kind of inadvertently deem yourself as Mrs. Wrong? And that was a very that hit me right there because
Right,
that makes a lot of sense because if he or she isn't right for you, then you obviously aren't right for them as well. So let's see if she's
right.
getting back on here now.
You have to love the technology.
I know, right?
Valerie, are you able to hear
Hiya,
us?
hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Um,
Yes, I think so. Yes, it's okay. So I've kind of like missed that quite a bit.
Mm.
Right. What was the
sure,
question?
sure. Can you tell us what does the acronym VIBE stand for?
Right. Vibe stands for vision, intention, belief, and expectation. And
Mm-hmm.
it's a formula that I devised from my learnings and from my just understanding about how men and women relate to one another. And so it takes women on a journey. So the V is for vision, which basically teaches the woman how to look at herself in the right way, acknowledging that, you know, she's a child and not by what she's been indoctrinated with, what the world tells, that she raise her vibration
Mm-hmm.
free the thoughts that she has about herself. So that's the vision. And then from that place, then setting an intention for how she wants to feel in a relationship. So, for example, a lady might say to me, she wants a guy with washboard abs, and, tall, dark, and handsome. And when you dig deep and say, well, why do you want that? It's because she wants to feel a particular way.
Mm-hmm.
And then from there, once you set that habit, I then deal with the beliefs, which is the limiting beliefs. And sometimes you can have beliefs that actually sabotage the relationship that you're in, or actually sabotage the type of man that you want to attract. Of attraction
Mm-hmm.
works. And so when I then take out those beliefs that are sabotaging the relationship, it then is them in expectation and understanding that you're not going to lean on your understanding of how you think your Mr. Right is show up, but understand in a way as you least expect it through that journey. And then voila, at the end, right um,
Mm-hmm.
comes in. But I
Wow.
always say there's no such thing as Mr. Right or Mr. Wrong. There is only your perspective because poison.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what the vibe formula is about.
Wow. Wow, I love that because that stuck out to me in the clip that we played about the no Mr. Right, no Mr. Wrong. And what you said about, if you deem somebody as Mr. Wrong, you got to be deeming yourself as Mrs. Wrong. And that acronym there, it stands true. And it's actually very powerful because that stands true not only in relationships with, someone you may want to be intimate with, but relationships with people that you're just going throughout day to day with as well. Your vision, intention, belief, expectation, it flows one right into the other. And that's a beautiful acronym, sister. And I commend you on coming up with that as well.
Yes, I think the acronym is very powerful. I know we don't have time to get to all of our questions today, but I do want to ask,
choppy, but I think people in general
you said people in general want.
Catch the question. Sorry, it's just so choppy.
No, that's okay. If you can hear this question, what have you seen has been like the biggest problem with finding and maintaining a great relationship?
And we definitely want to apologize for the technical issues that we're having right now. Were you able to hear that, Sister Valerie?
I didn't hear the question. Sorry.
Oh, no problem.
That's okay. I was just saying, what have you seen has been the biggest obstacle with maintaining a great relationship? Well, we'll definitely have to have Valerie back on.
I'm not hearing you.
I'm sorry. Yeah, the technical issues are definitely have thrown a curveball to what I thought would have been a fantastic discussion. So we'll definitely have to invite Valerie back on so we can actually finish our discussion. And I apologize. I don't know if it's because she's overseas, but I want to thank our guest Valerie A. Campbell. I will post your link to your website, and we will definitely have you back to finish this discussion. Thanks again for joining us tonight.
Thank you, Sister Valerie, for joining us, and we do apologize again for those technical issues. So, Sister Nina, and I want to thank you as well for coming onto the show to kickstart that as well. So, I thank you, Sister Nina. You have a great night.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you. All right, so let us pause for announcements from our sponsors. Then we'll bring on Hassan Muhammad to talk about budgeting and giving advice on financial literacy. We'll be right back.
Be a part of the force that powers truth in journalism. Go to nnvnews.com/donate.
Thank you for tuning in to NNV News. Please share your thoughts with us in the comments section below. Follow us on social media at NNV News, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel, National Network View. This is Clifton Muhammad with nnvnews.com.
Worldwide, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Download the Final Call Radio app and take us everywhere. On your phone, on your computer, on your tablet, on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. You can also log on to finalcall.com and click the Listen Live button, or finalcallradio.com. Final Call Radio, the official voice of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan and the Nation of Islam.
This is Sister Sajda Muhammad. We are proud to announce that the Sajda House commemorative Elijah coins are finally here. As we renovate and restore the former home of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, we have recycled the old copper gutters and downspouts and created a 1 ounce 39 millimeter coin made of 100% pure copper. Each coin is professionally graded and has its own barcode and registration number. This priceless heirloom, made from recycled copper from the messenger's home, is now available at sajdahouse.com.